this absurd alliance instead. You're immune to my toxin, Ivy, but when I find you, you will be afraid.
You're not walking away from this one, Batman! Performing first aid.
I'm headed to Divinity Church. Riddler won't give up, Alfred. His pride won't let him.
You'll break his spirit, sir. I've every confidence.
I should have been at the factory. I'd have stopped the bat.
Scarecrow should.
I'm headed to Divinity Church. Riddler won't give up, Alfred. His pride won't let him.
You'll break his spirit, sir. I've every confidence.
The unexamined life is not worth living, Detective. And I've been wondering why I let you aggravate me so. You're a cheat and a liar. A dressed-up strongman playing with expensive toys. World's greatest detective, ha! And everyone from Gotham to Star City believes it. I cannot abide a fraud detective, a dilettante masquerading amongst his intellectual betters, stealing every last scrap of appreciation, dignity, and respect. Welcome, Detective, to the drain I'm going to figuratively and quite possibly literally flush you down. The goal of this aquatic examination could not be simpler, Detective. Lower the water like so. Before that, however, it's time for a riddle. Riddle me this, Detective. What do bats do when they're at home? done, Detective. I think you're getting the hang of it. That's one Batman. The water might be lower, but you're still out of your depth. Look at you, Detective. Hanging there in that hideous machine like a particularly ugly chandelier. You know, Detective, if I'd rigged that grapple point to detach, you could be dead in a moment. But where would the satisfaction be in that? You will be your own downfall, Detective. I have no doubt. Another switch? Why, the water is almost as low as Catwoman's chances of freedom. Why don't you celebrate with my friend? You know what? I wanted you to destroy the robots. I did. It's all part of my immaculately constructed master plan. So there! Don't think I haven't been tempted by a cheap trick and a quick death, Detective. But no, I will beat you fairly. I will let you test yourself against me and laugh as you fall short. Detective, do you have a death wish? Is it merely incompetence at carrying out said inclination that has kept you alive so long? Excellent. You are barely keeping up to the precise degree my equations predict. Careful on your way out. of the plan too, Batman. It's all part of the plan.
The plan.
Go get your key. Go.
Hey, Eddie. Can't we play a different game? This one's getting old.
Good luck, Catwoman. Given Batman's limited intelligence, I'm afraid you're going to need it. Riddle me this. What has a cape, a cowl, and can't be trusted not to get you killed? Remember, Catwoman, should you die, your short life will have found meaning in my victory,
Here's hoping Eddie hasn't started cheating. And they say black cats are bad luck.
Another key, well done. Of course, you'll lose all 9 lives in an instant should I push this detonator.
Another door unlocked. What a surprise.
I have always been the smartest man in the room, Detective, forced to endure the suspicions and mockery of those whose meager mental faculties prohibited them from appreciating that fact. And then you appear in Gotham, dressing up your cognitive capabilities marginally superior as they are to that of the average hoodlum, in the guise of a crusading hero. And oh, how the people swoon. To the orphanage, hero! It's time to rejoin Catwoman for another trial.
There's what, like 1,000 of us at 1 a.m.? This gig sure beats eating out-of-date rations while being shot at in the desert. You bet it does.
It is done, Detective. My robots have finished their noble task and filled the city with my riddles. Explore. Joy. It is done. Done. Enjoy. Fail to solve them. Fall into self-loathing and despair. End it all by plunging into the dark yet welcoming waters of the bay. Fail to solve them. Fail to end it all.
gas in that car tank thing. Something's changed. Scarecrow's getting scarier, like he's looking forward to something.
Regroup! Stay sharp! He's coming for you!
Call me crazy, but I think I saw Bruce Wayne earlier tonight. Arkham Knight's got the bat in his sights. He's gonna take him real soon. I can't believe Bat's working with Ivy. She brainwashed me in the asylum, and I still can't walk on grass without feeling guilty. Scarecrow. Oh, man. That's one face I did not want to see projected on the side of a building. Nah, there's no way he's ever been to London. He just puts on that accent to sound scary.
Selina's still trapped at the orphanage. Together, we'll get her out.
So what, we gotta listen to Scarecrow lecture us all night? Back up! He's gonna get us! Ain't heard from Beaks in ages. He might be religious or something. You know, Hugo Strange used to lecture us like Scarecrow, but he's done food packages too, you know? Run! I wonder who...
Selina's still trapped at the orphanage. Together, we'll get her out.
Nice driving, idiot! He's right there! Just go!
back.
I said I'd get you out of here.
I know. It's just... nothing. Let's get to the next room, okay? Before my head explodes.
Well, hello again to my favorite comedy double act. I'd just like to say what a novelty it's been constructing riddle chambers for 2 half-wits instead of 1. Why, that's practically a whole wit between you. Dark Knight, when you failed your feline friend and are done mourning over her headless corpse, perhaps we'll do this again with, Robin? Or maybe that prodigal son of yours over in Bloodhaven.
The gap in the wall? I could reach it with a pounce.
Riddle me this. Can a maze still amaze if it doesn't have walls?
You know, I had to disable a security system like this when I robbed Queen Industry. Never mind.
Halfway there. Now for a final twist. Oh, what a shock. For you, I mean, Detective. I was expecting it.
Nearly there, Selena.
Done on this side.
Did that hurt, Catwoman? Good.
Okay, done over here.
Feels like. Congratulations. And now your reward. Robot.
one's for you, Eddie.
Fine. The key. Take the key. I suppose you just about earned it.
Seriously, Eddie, how much longer is this going to take?
Well, how clever the pair of you must feel. How smug. Well, I hate to intrude upon this miserable little moment of victory, but I wanted you to be aware you're very unlikely to see one another again. Catwoman, the Batman will fail you, because waiting for him beneath Ranelagh Ferry Terminal is my greatest trial.
Batman, are we?
Don't let what Riddler said get to you.
Eddie is an idiot, but he's an idiot who built a series of underground death traps across the city.
And?
And I just wanted to say,
This is your chance with Catwoman, Batsy. She's vulnerable, trapped in an abandoned orphanage. That sure spells romance to me. Speaking of which, I went back to the afterlife to check on Talia, and, well, we got to talking about how you basically murdered us both. She started crying, so I went to comfort her, and before I knew it, one thing led to another, and...
Ranelagh Ferry Terminal. Okay, Riddler. This game ends now.
I just want you to be happy. I tell...
Run it! Go, go!
You cannot hide Miss Isley from me, Batman. She will be found and defend.
This is it, Dark Knight. We're done. Well, you're done for, at least. I must admit that I'm feeling quite charitable at the moment of my triumph. So I will give you a choice. Rather than carry on towards your humiliation and death, I will simply let you drive away in return for a signed statement testifying towards my superior intelligence and conceding that I have utterly checkmated you. Oh, the cat will remain a hostage, of course. A symbol of your failure. My, you're actually going to attempt it. Very well. But this is my finest work, Detective. My masterpiece, my Enigma Resistance. So, let us take that inexplicably life-sized children's toy for its final drive. This is it, Dark Knight. Your Teutoburg, your Bay of Pigs, your ultimate defeat. That's it, Detective. Drive faster, drive headlong into defeat. Behold your doom. What? Impossible! That cannot be! You should have fallen to your death. I calculated the curvature precisely. I've got the equations right here. I don't understand. How are you still alive? Oh, of course. You got lucky, didn't you? It was luck. Luck! The kindly lifeguard of the idiot. I can hardly factor luck into my equations now, can I? I'm not a homeopath. You've been waltzing with Lady Luck your whole life, Detective. But now the music stops. No! This isn't right. This isn't possible. This isn't happening. I am the Riddler, and you shall not defeat me! Dark Knight, don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours. Since you cannot even be counted on to kill yourself, I will do it for you. I'm controlling the mechanisms now.
Controlling mechanism.
You'll make a mistake. Of course you will. I know you will. Goodbye. Hurry up, Detective. You stand marginally more of a chance of succeeding if you actually begin. I knew it! I knew you'd fail! To think you had me worried. How embarrassing. Don't tell anyone. Come on, Detective. Back to the start of the course. Don't worry, Detective. You have until dawn. Not that it'll make any difference. Faster, Batman. Like Hermes. Or if you prefer, that Roman knockoff Mercury. Oh, Dark Knight. That looked like it hurt. Did it? You did it. The key. Now you collect the key. Those are the rules, and I have to follow the rules, don't I? I set them after all.
Okay, almost there.
Ready to die, my dear?
And here we go. Oh, that's it. No more.
Congratulations! Congratulations, Catwoman. You are now free. Free to take my final exam. To take my final exam.
Eddie, I didn't know you'd started cheating. I'm disappointed.
I dissemble. I artfully obfuscate. But I do not cheat. As you and Batman will discover when you attempt my final riddle room. Riddle room. Do you have a photographic memory, Detective? Because I do. I can summon your sneering features at will. That is when they don't burst unbidden into my brain. I have perfect recall, too. I can remember every time you've hurt me. Sometimes I wake up, Dark Knight, to the feel of your hands around my neck, your carbon fiber-coated fists smashing into my solar plexus. How dare you brutalize me? Me! Your intellectual superior. You're better. Me, Edward Nygma, the Riddler, and the world's greatest everything. You're a thug, Detective, a bullying emblem of the arrogant notion that might makes right. Come back to the orphanage, where I will end you and the unjust things you stand for.
Now's my chance to free Selina from the orphanage. This sick game has gone on long enough.
Agreed, sir. Best of luck.
Scarecrow sure likes his little speeches. You know, I never knew fear was such a rich and complex topic.
Line reload!
I wonder what Scarecrow's got planned with that machine of his. I mean, with the bat, you know he's out to get you, right? At least Catwoman leaves you alone half the time. Yeah, no, Riddler. Look out!
Get it, Tom! Run!
Riddler, tell me everything.
Screw you!
just once. I really, really don't want another one.
How have you been?
Perfect. Eddie hasn't said a word since you left that last course. Do you ever rub people the right way?
They never ask nicely.
This is it. One last hoop to jump through, then I'm free to rob Gotham blind. I mean, you know, make sure everyone got out. I'll check the art galleries first.
Meet the Riddle Square, a puzzle which draws influence from both late 20th century puzzle cubes and mid 15th century torture devices.
If Eddie wanted us to play a game of life-size chess, he could have left us more pieces.
I don't think that was the idea. We need to move the blocks.
Well, hurry up then. Surely one of those toys of yours can get the job done. Look at all these generators. Why does Eddie need so much power?
Congratulations! Now let's cut to the best part.
Selena, watch out! Get ready.
Damn him! How is that a riddle, Eddie? Seriously.
You get used to it.
Ah! Beginner's luck. Let's intensify proceedings. You will not win this!
Still not a riddle, Eddie.
You just haven't figured it out yet.
This is it. This is the end. The final riddle.
It's done. Keys by the entrance. Let's go.
You smooth talker, you. Give me a second to compose myself. You know what the worst thing about this was? It looked cheap. Well, handsome, what are we waiting for? So is it just Central Gotham that's evacuated? Or are the mansions empty too?
Scarecrow threatened the entire city, Selina.
And it's such a tragedy. You don't...
Cheater! You fraud! You chancing, bumbling amateur! Look what you have reduced me to, Batman! If you cannot simply bow down when confronted with your obvious superior, then I will stoop to your pathetic pugilistic level and make you! I designed this suit to perfectly defend myself against your violent excesses, so please understand, Dark Knight, that this is an intellectual victory above all. Die, father!
Be my guest!
I mean, Batman! I will beat you! This color suits you better. This one. You think me outwitted? Prepare to be outfeated! Enough! This is beneath me. You are beneath me. You want to finish this, detective? Then you must earn the privilege. Solve every last riddle in this city and I'll fight you, Batman, but not a moment before.
Or we could just leave you down there, Eddie. Come on, Batman. This cat wants to prowl. Fresh air, freedom, and darkness. Perfect. How shall we celebrate? I know a couple of poor, defenseless museums. But then again, I also know a couple of hotels.
Tonight's not over yet. There's more work to be done.
Of course there is. You do know how to kill the mood. Do you ever take the night off? Do you ever take the suit off?
Not on nights like this, Selina. It's what I do.
Fine. I guess I'll hit an art gallery or two, while the big bad bat's distracted.
You're not going to thank me?
Why? It's what you do.
I've been giving this some thought, Bruce, and I think it's only fair you put Bird Boy out of his misery. Let him join his sweetheart in the afterlife.
Can't wait to see Batman and the Arkham Knight go toe-to-toe.